and went out. I couldn't get on Google, couldn't get on Spotify, couldn't get on anything. And so it turns out, what is up, guys? I hope y'all are doing well. So I thought I would pop on here for a second. I'm getting ready to head on back home for a little bit. I've missed my parents, I've missed my family, and I spent a lot of time away from them, just working, going to school, all that good stuff. But I thought it was about time, now that have a little bit of a break. I've officially, I have not got my diploma yet. I feel like when I get that, Lord willingly, it'll feel more real. But I am finished with my master's program. Praise God for that. And so now I'm a little bit in limbo here, looking for a job, not going to school right now. So yeah, I'm kind of in a transition in my life right now at this point. So yeah, I thought I'd take some time while I can, take advantage of it, go spend some time with my family. But before we do that, I'm going to make a few stops. I'm going to go to HTO, get me some sweet tea. Then I'm probably gonna go to Chipotle, so I'll have food to eat later, and then I'm gonna get gas, so I'll make sure that I'm on a full tank when I'm on the road. Anyway, let's head on out. All right, y'all, I'm back, and I've got the sweet tea. Wait a minute, here it is. Let's go on to give y'all a better view, but here it is. Ever come to Texas, make sure you go to HTO if you happen to be in a city that has one. My personal favorite flavors are Texas chai, which is like, I guess, cinnamony kind of. It's really sweet, really good. And the mint, the sweet mint, so I got like a mixture of both of those in here. And then also the watermelon's really good too. So those are my personal favorites if you're looking for something to try out. All right. Okay, so I also thought I would do my makeup, so I'm just going over with this powder real quick. And then I'm going to be using this concealer. It's L'Oreal True Match, and it kind of looks a little bit like a crayon. And it works really, really well for me. I'm just using that to cover up my dark marks and my blemishes. So I'm filling it in right now. Get all over the dark marks. And then I also like this foundation. It's Fit Me by Maybelline. I think it's matte and poreless. I've been using this since I was like 16 years old or something like that. And for me, it gives pretty good coverage. So I really like it, and I've been using it for a while now. As you can see, my face already looks a lot smoother. So I'm just smoothing it out. Alright, and we are all done with my makeup. Super basic, super simple. Pretty much just added some eyeshadow, some eyeliner, and a little bit of mascara. I feel like it's hard to tell on this camera, but it's on. And so here's the fit today. I got this little baseball cap. Don't know when's the last time I wore a baseball cap, but I used to be really into them. So I have this one, my little S necklace that I've been wearing pretty frequently now. Super cute. I like how it goes with a lot of my outfits. And then just a basic blue t-shirt, and then just leggings on the bottom. All right, guys, so let's chat, let's catch up, because I know it's been a minute. So I know I just said recently that I was headed back home. Yeah, it turns out I'm not. So my cell service isn't working. I was driving, and then all of a sudden the podcast that I was listening to, it went out. I couldn't get on Google, couldn't get on Spotify, couldn't get on anything. And so it turns out that the cell service, like with my specific company, like where I live, is down right now. So I basically can't use any of my apps without data. But I need my data so I can use my GPS so I can navigate myself back home. And so as of right now, I'm going to be staying in my college town for a little bit longer, but hopefully, I think they said in 12 to 24 hours, it should be worked out. So hopefully I should be headed back home tomorrow. So change of plans, I'm still here. That's okay. Let's maybe take this time just to talk and catch up, and maybe I can give y'all. So too, I want to talk a little bit about just the work that God has been doing in my life. yeah, just I guess behind the scenes, since I know I haven't like posted in a bit, I just want to take some time, I guess, just to talk about that. Just, because this is a Christian channel and I want to use this channel to glorify the Lord. And so I guess one thing I've been realizing for the past several months now is that anything can be an idol, even good things. Good things, bad things, more things that are neutral, they can become an idol. We actually had a whole, like with my ministry, they just had a conference not too long ago. And that was one of the things they talked about when earthly things that we need, and earthly things that maybe not necessarily we need, but things that do make our life easier, like phones. Almost everyone has like a smartphone. We have tablets, smartwatches, cars, all those things. All those things are earthly things, but obviously, in some shape or form, we either need these things, or these things, it would be difficult if we didn't have these things. However, once we put these things like on I guess like a pedestal in our heart over the Lord, that's when like earthly things that we need and that make our life easier turn into worldly things. They turn into idols. And so I'm learning that even things that are good, marriage, friendships, cars, smartphones, all those things, if we don't watch it, if we want those things too much, it can turn into an idol. And so I feel like the Lord has really been challenging me just to be honest with him, because there have been things in my heart that, if I'm being honest, like I wanted more than the Lord. And that was really a tough pill to swallow, but the Lord knows our hearts. Like our hearts are deceitful, they're wicked, they can't be trusted, Actually is the truth, and what looks like the truth can be different. And so I feel like the Lord really challenged me to, be honest with where I was. And so if you're in the same boat, if like you are overly attached to something, even like, sleep. I like to sleep. I've heard one person talk about how sleep was an idol for them. Be honest about that to the Lord. He already knows that you're struggling with it. If it's an idol, like he already knows that it's an idol in your heart. So just be real with him. It's okay to be like, Lord, like, I want this thing. I realize that I want this thing more than I want you. But Lord, change my heart to help me not desire that thing more than I want you. Because I feel like if we're really honest with ourselves, for all of us, whether it's our kids, our families, our spouses, X, Y, and Z, there's probably something, if we were really, really honest with ourselves, that we challenge, that we often put over God. We often love more than God. We often put as first place over God, or like God's here, and like sometimes that thing's first place, and then sometimes the Lord's first place, but we struggle to keep him first place because those things are just tugging at our hearts sometimes. So whatever that is for you, I just want to say, the Lord obviously more than deserves to be first place, more than deserves to be number one in the first spot of our heart. So just know that we in our own selves, we can't put the Lord as first place in our hearts. So just be honest with the Lord about what that thing is. Like, draw near to him. You don't have to hide that thing away from him. Even if it's a bad thing, there's other things, that are clearly, not of the Lord that we cling to, and that are worldly and that are sinful, that we make idols to. Kids, marriage, cars, phones, none of those things are necessarily like bad things, obviously, but we can make them idols. But then there's other things that clearly are, bad things, are things that are sinful, are things that Satan is using in our lives, that we are making an idol in our hearts. So I just encourage you, just draw near to the Lord. You don't have to shy away from him. Draw near to him, give him that thing, admit that you can't make it without him, that you're going to fail again and again without him, and just watch him do a work in your life. I feel like sometimes the Lord is just waiting for us kind of to give up, for him to start working, and for us to actually admit that, man, I am clinging to this thing more than I'm clinging to you. And so, if that's you, just be real with the Lord. He still loves you at the end of the day, and he already knows. So just be real with him and just allow him to do that work in your life. All right. So I think I may call it quits here, guys. Hopefully I shouldn't be gone too long, and hopefully I'll be posting soon later. But yeah, that is what's going on for me. So pretty soon I'm actually about to head out since I have a little extra time now. So my ministry has basically like a home meeting where we go to like someone's home, like a couple's home typically, and then we sing and we read our word and we just talk about what's going on in our lives and just what in the word touched us. So I'm gonna do that tonight, and then I'm gonna have a movie night with a couple friends. So I'm really looking forward to that and excited about that. So that is what the rest of my day hopefully will look like. But anyway, it was so good checking in. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you truly enjoyed this video. I appreciate that so much. And make sure you subscribe for more if you want more fun Christian content.